Ignatius Reilly, studio in Denver, Colorado. I'm going to take it off to these guys. Ignatius Reilly here on the KOTO airwaves, taking it wide on KOTO.org. Y'all have to have some folks out there listening in, right?
Hopefully.
So. Yeah, we got a couple girls.
Yeah.
You say they say. Hey, if you're listening, I'm saying hi to you.
Yeah, right on. Thank you guys. What was the name of that tune?
That's a new one called Sojourn.
Wow, beautiful. You know, you guys have got everybody in the band has been influenced by Widespread Panic. True?
Very true.
Very true. And yet you guys have you can hear the influences, but you're not derivative. And I think that's really hard to do. And I heard it when I first listened to the band. I heard it. I was like, man, I hear some Panic in there, but man, it's like totally their own thing. So congrats, because and there are a lot of folks out there who love the band. You're talking to one of them, and that was, I mean, I heard it there, you know, and but yet not, you know, just your own version of it. I've interviewed Neil Casal the other day. I don't know if anybody's heard his Circles Around the Sun record.
Yeah, amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
buddy Mark Levy plays drums on that.
yeah, well, exactly, from the Conquers, yeah.
Exactly.
And, you know, he did the same thing. Like, he took Grateful Dead music and did something that was sort of around it, but yet it was one of the most adventurous, coolest things anybody's ever done with Grateful Dead music, I think. Yeah, I mean, amazing, you know, really cool. So I think you guys are kind of achieving the same effect. In other words, and I'm sure the Dead has got to be an influence on most of you guys, if not all, they come in order. Well, yeah, man. So I got EB on guitar, I got Bird Dog on drums, Ethan on keys. We got Mark Brutt on bass and Brock Elam on guitar and vocals. And these guys and I have been circling the same magnetic force for 25 years probably. So it's great to find that. I've known a couple of these guys, through Facebook and whatnot, and met a couple of them too over the years. So it's really cool to meet you guys and hear your music. I know you guys are spiritually related to the Dirty Birds, who are a band I love from Denver.
Yeah,
we love those guys.
they're our cousins.
Whether they like it or not.
They probably won't sell.
They don't claim it.
It's a little incestuous, probably.
We're the other rock band out of Denver.
Yeah,
They're Denver's only rock band.
Don't tell Tori that, because according to Tori, he's the only.
Oh yeah, we're the other one.
The only one.
What he said.
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, well, I mean, the Yoppers.
Oh, those guys are great.
I was like,
I
have
love
you
that
seen the Yoppers? Because they're kind of bringing the rock and roll, and they're from Denver. But I love Tori, and I loved your comment that he's kind of the Colonel Bruce of Denver. He's a hilarious guy.
Yeah, he's a just very honest, happy, just guy to be around, So, and he's let us, come in and do stuff and helped us get to where we are. So we appreciate that. Him and Eric and Spanky and Andy, all those guys are like brothers. So.
And Neil Young is somebody who you both point to as,
Yes.
both you guys and their band say that Neil Young is the biggest influence.
Songwriter, just him and Dylan are probably the deepest lyricists I can think of.
As I was saying, I kind of grew up on 80s heavy metal, so that was my background. And then I found Neil Young, and then my world changed. And I still absolutely adore that music. It's some of my favorite music, but Neil took me in a whole other world, introduced me to the Dead and Panic and
His
everybody
new album is
Promise of the Real.
really cool.
My favorite Neil Young lyric is, "We were right, we were given, that's how we kept what we gave away." That line just absolutely, I just fall into puddle.
Yeah.
You have to pick me up after I
I
hear
gotta
that
think
one.
about that one for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, it's so, it's off of Comes a Time.
There's a lot of lines like that.
Yeah, no, Neil's good that way.
Yeah.
Hey, so Neil, if you're listening, why don't you come on down to the Moon tonight? It would not be unlike Neil to show up at a gig like this and play. He's hanging out. He's hanging out in Telluride these days, or up on the Mesa, a bunch.
Really?
Yeah. He
That's
and
awesome.
Daryl Hannah have been hanging out, and she has a place on the Mesa, and so everyone I ever meet who runs into Neil, it's at the gas station.
Oh, really?
So Neil at the gas
Sounds about
station.
right.
It's like he's hanging out at the gas station. All right, let's hear
Neil,
another
if you
one,
come,
guys.
Neil.
Play something for us.
See what Ghost Town.
Yeah.
Roll down the windows.
I'm sorry.
It's so long and I'm close to
Hey guys, let's try this over. Let's start it over. Yeah, because I didn't know who was singing and I blew you up. So that way we'll make it sound good. We can cut this out. We're recording this. We were good. Yeah, but let's go back on the vocal because
We need second chances.
second chance. Yeah,
We are live.
This is live. This is live radio, and so take two.
Thank you. It's a little song we wrote called Ghost Town.
Roll down the windows. I couldn't see more than a foot or two.
Ghost Town, the name of that one, from Ignatius Reilly. That was Ethan Ice on the keys doing the main vocals. We got Evie on guitar, Bird Dog on the drums, Brett on bass, and Brock on guitar and vocals. Guys, let's play one from the record. I got Gladys Affection, and let's play one of those. What's the one I should
let's
hit?
do Affection.
Okay,
That's
we can hit
G
that
maybe.
here. This is Ignatius Reilly here on KOTO.
You want to do affection?
Yeah.
All right.
I needed to create a little space here. She
he's playing
needs,
this up.
she can't get out. Someone's blocking her. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just take a look. I figured I'd play a little.
Oh, your keys are in my vest pocket on the table over there.
Man, that was great, guys.
So this one is by Little Steven and what is it?
Lost Boys.
Little Steven and the Lost Boys. It's their original song.
Nice.
It's off the Sopranos soundtrack.
Oh, nice. What's the swear word? You can do that. That's fine. I mean, it may have not been five. All right, we will. It's like, Tiff. What's up, man? All right, I appreciate it, man. Come on. All right, see ya.
Is that Neil Young?
It's Martinez.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and this is what he said. He said Martinez goes, tell him, and he goes, tell him to play something good. And I was like, fucking asshole.
Tell that son of a bitch.
Next time, tell him we don't know any Dirty Bird songs.
I'm gonna text him that. That's so funny. I love Martinez. What a
He's
fucking
one of my favorites.
When we were on our little tour last year, Mark gave him a tour update about every couple hours on the phone.
Hell yeah.
I'll call today, period. Think about a slightly different color than last time, though that one went over huge, period. But it's just a thought. I'll call you and we'll order them today. Bye. So check out this shirt. This was we're about to reorder these. This is like the it's the same. It's this on a t-shirt. It's
Oh, nice.
Grateful Dead. Does anybody know Ann Scott Barrett from Mississippi, Oxford? She's talk about ether.
I know.
Someone's
I
met
know,
her. She
I-
was
I
married
know.
to Rob Wasserman for a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anyway, she did like a lot of cool Panic t-shirts from like early days. Like you remember one with the pony, like the painted horse. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she did that one. So she's a watercolorist. So I went to her and I was like, I want a watercolor. Like, I want to do like a steal your face, but I want it to be a watercolor. And she did this beautiful thing, and then this guy came in and like totally like just tightened it up, and it's just it's as beautiful as Steely is. Like, if you ever want to do one, or I should put, she's the shit, man.
Yeah, we need a logo.
Oh yes, logos. I like your iconography is cool. That poster you made was fucking
Cool. Thank you.
I can make sure I get all my things.
We gotta get you a T-shirt too before we got some of these in the garden.
Yeah, get them.
In response to your comment of play something good, comma, EB said we don't know any Dirty Bird songs. Makes sense, right? Did I do that right? I don't know if that came out right.
It'd be funny in the middle of life on the sun if we went into life on gas. Yeah, right.
I need a shower.
Smell you through the radio.
Yeah, Daryl Hannah's not gonna come now.
Yeah, I'm definitely showering.
Nice.
You got the gal that gave nuts, like old as cool.
That's sick.
Your flippers are supposed to be working really well up there. Fix them later.
I'm the first viewer.
What's that?
I'm the first viewer of
Oh
this
yeah.
song.
So he was
This
the
is
one
the-
that made me.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the virgin. I just busted that song's cherry, man.
He's like, y'all gotta have yours out for me. So pushing me to do that.
Yeah, and any of those. It's just an advertisement for your shows, man. All that shit.
Yeah,
No one's making any money.
right.
But remind me of the name of the first record again.
Tearing the skies apart.
Tearing the Skies Apart. All right. Name of that song is Affection. It's a Little Steven song. Comes off Ignatius Reilly's first album, Tearing the Skies Apart. And I've got Ignatius Reilly from Denver, Colorado in the house tonight, playing at the Moon at O'Bannon's. Going to play a set of Panic. If you like the old Widespread Panic, you need to come on down. But they've got all kinds of other cool music too. Someone tell me about the name Ignatius Reilly. Who's?
Well, we had when we started playing, he was on that bucket, and I was on acoustic, and
We debated about band names for about a year.
yeah, it was, yeah.
And we were at practice one night, and I look over on Brock's shelf, and I saw the book of Confederacy of Dunces. I was like, man, that's such a great book. That's what we should name the band, a Confederacy of Dunces. And then we went online and saw that that name was already claimed by a band out of Asheville, North Carolina. So we just named it after the main character, Ignatius Reilly.
We are a Confederacy of Dunces. Though.
Yes.
Yeah, you wear well. For those of you who don't know, John Kennedy Toole was a fellow who committed suicide, and then his mom found the book, the manuscript, after he died, and she said she turned it over to a publisher and said, "Do you think it's any good?" And the guy went, "Yeah, it's real good." So they published it, and then he won the Pulitzer Prize posthumously. And JB dressed up as him in what, I remember I was at the show.
97, maybe?
97, yeah. Where I fell in love with my wife. So anyway,
Chicago, I think.
I was in Chicago. Well, I think I thought he did it. I think he did it in New Orleans, so it makes sense.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But
We've all
anyway,
read the book though, and I think we all like it. And New Orleans is a pretty big influence on everyone here to varying degrees. So
well,
it's
Ethan,
definitely
particularly you.
Yeah.
So can I put you on the spot and play me a New Orleans riff? Just you. Hit me with something. said just you, but that's too good. Keep going. Keep going. That's too good. And we have a caller. Caller, you're on the air. Hello.
Is it Martinez?
You called me, man. That was awesome. So who is it for you? Fast Booker, who's your favorite New Orleans player?
Dr. John. For
Oh.
Sure. Because I like the funky stuff quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so he does all that piano stuff real well, but he also can, play the organ, the clavinet, and kind of give that meters aspect to it as well. And I really enjoy both of those things.
You've obviously heard the tribute record they did on this year's.
Oh, yeah.
Solid. Now, what was your favorite track on that?
Man, I can't think of it.
Junko
offhand
Partner
right now.
with George
That's
Porter.
your favorite?
Yeah,
I
with
think
George,
it's
man.
nice.
That's so good. All right. Your guys' call. Ignatius Reilly playing at O'Bannon's at the Moon tonight. Support, touring, bar bands on the club scene. We do really well in this town with seeing the big acts. We get the stuff at the Opera House. But the real discoveries are things you see at the Moon, and you see a band that's just becomes a huge band. I wrote about it a couple weeks ago when I saw Sheryl Crow there with 12 people. Never forget that. So you never know what you're going to see at the Moon and O'Bannon's, and you got to support it or they're not going to do music anymore. So come on out. It's only $10. Every nickel goes to the guys in the studio right here.
And we got posters just for this show.
And their posters are awesome. They're beautiful posters. Who did the poster?
Evan Warren out of Athens.
He spit it out quick.
Yeah, he's does it on the fly. So
Yeah, it was good.
He's solid.
Now, Mark, quick question for you. You were the manager, and then you just said, well, they need a bass player, so I'll be the bass player. How did you end up in this band?
It goes back to that incestuous Denver music scene thing. I played with, I've known Geoff for probably longer than these guys, but when I moved to Denver, Ethan and I had a band called the Sneaky Bastards, and I knew all these guys just from that, and they needed a bass player, and I'm actually not really a bass player. I play guitar usually in my other bands, but I was like, man, let's try it out, and it's worked out pretty well.
We went through a few bass
yeah.
players, and he seemed to stick around.
And he was already booking us too, so we said, might as well.
Just book the gigs you can play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They needed somebody to give a hard time to. That's why they brought me on.
Yeah.
As we needed someone adventurous because we didn't know how to stop.
Right.
You guys ever seen that video of mine with JB and Mikey? Where
Yeah.
JB's talking about it, and that's what he says about Mikey.
Oh, yeah, it's
anyway.
one of the best driving songs I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Of all the stuff we shot hundreds and hundreds of hours. My favorite stuff with the band was that.
They used to live right
JB
around
and
the
Yorma doing Genesis was pretty cool, but that wasn't.
Pretty amazing.
That was
Yep.
not them together. But anyway, that footage of them on John Keane's studio, and anyway, it was shortly before everybody found out that Mikey was gonna die.
Right.
That was So I mean, it also has that sort of element of like sort of the halcyon days before like it all kind of like fell apart. But anyway, let's do something else. What do you got?
So we're gonna do an old song, a song I wrote when I was very young. I was probably 18, in my room, sitting with the guitar, trying to be Neil Young. But it's a song called "Life on the Run" that we do off of our first EP called "Seersucker Vest." So this is "Life on the Run."
come and go. Their secrets go untold. To see a smiling face, but I can't break my pace. Time passes fast. Out on the road, running from the past and the secrets of gold. Well, like an old train rolling down the track, full steam ahead, never looking back. See the setting sun, the night has just begun. Till the next stop, know it's life on the run. We know yesterday, it seems to have faded away, but the facts don't change. They stay the same out on the road, running from the path to see the rising sun. It's another day on the run.
That was EB on guitar. And this is, you're listening to Ignatius Reilly playing at the Munito Bandits. You've heard 3 different vocalists today. We got triple threats here. When you guys play, how do you divvy up the lead singing, I should say, in this band? When you got so
it's
many.
pretty spread out, you know. We all take, and Brett sings as well now. We all kind of have our spots where it works together, and it's a different dynamic, and it changes up the tempo and the feeling of the show. So
Kind of a drive-by truckers
Yeah.
2002 thing with Isbell,
I'll take
Cooley,
it.
and Patterson.
Yeah.
Man.
Kind of in my mind, going back to the, being big fans of Widespread Panic, I always love that they have multiple voices in that band, and the same could be said for the Truckers and a lot of bands. But for those guys, for me, that was a big influence on me for me personally, to say, okay, go ahead, write your songs, try to sing them. So that was an influence on me.
And Brock, we spoke recently. In the past, you guys have all worked up your own tunes, brought them in, but you're starting to do some collaborative songwriting.
yeah, which was kind of tricky at first. We wrote a song, that one we played first, Sojourn, that's gonna be on the next record.
Great tune. Love that one.
That was the first one where we collaborated, and we're starting to try to do that more, which I think is in the end goal for the best.
But I think a big reason why when people sing when they do is because a lot of times when whoever's singing, there's a good chance they at least wrote the meat of the song. And this band I think works a lot because I don't think anyone wants to hear a whole set of my songs or a whole set of his songs. I think all the songs work well if they kind of switch off, And so that's just, it kind of comes out naturally who sings what, because we need this kind of song and that kind of song and that kind of thing.
Well, it's a nice, super cool mix. And so when's the new? You got plans to go in the studio? I know, for obvious reasons, it's expensive to sit there but you play them. You do your recording live. Is that the plan for the?
Yeah, the last record we did in about 2 days was all live tracked and overdubbed some vocals the next day. I think it was 8 hours.
Yeah, we have a good buddy named Chad Johnson. Everyone calls him Chadzilla, who
Oh yeah,
owns his own studio. And
I've
he's
seen
done
his
our
name
last.
on all kinds of stuff.
He's in
and
Polytoxic with Tori and CR Groover as well.
okay, right. So maybe it was from those guys.
They're the
right?
other rock band.
Yeah, the other only rock,
They just did their last
only.
show ever. Though.
only-
But yeah, we're hoping to do that in 2017. We don't have a set date yet,
Probably this spring.
but
We gotta finish some songs.
Yeah,
first,
we're in writing mode. So
but it's going good. I'm excited about it. So.
Okay, so why don't we hit that? You guys, I convinced these guys to play a set of Panic. That was both a request and hey, this town loves Panic. So why don't you, for your first gig, come in and play a bunch of Panic? And I know that's not as much as you all love the band. You know, you want to play your own stuff. So thank you for obliging me to do some.
Thank you. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just an excuse for us to play our favorite songs.
So with that request, so here's my request: a disco into something, whether it be another Panic song, but like take me from disco, give me a nice disco.
Okay.
Give me one of these. I'm giving them a set list pointer that points to something that goes directly into something.
Okay. Let's do yeah. Let's do
And again, Ignatius Reilly's playing tonight at the Moon of the Bannons. Come on out, support a very, very cool band from Denver. Great guys, great band. So come on out, and you're gonna get your Panic on.
All right. Yeah.
Thank
JJ Kale, and you're listening to KOTO 91.7 in Telluride, Colorado.
How about that?
Can't beat that bumper.
How about that? That was great,
This is
guys.
called One Step Out of the Blues, right?
Yeah, JJ's my man. JJ Kale. Yeah, my show's called One Step Out of the Blues. If you've seen Scrapple, it was in Scrapple. And so my column is called One Step Out of the Blues. The show, I got to meet JJ. I did a show in 1994 at the Wheeler Opera House. JJ Kale and Todd Creel and Billy Nershi. So Billy Nershi from String Cheese playing with Todd Creel, the promoter of the ride.
That's right.
Very few people in Telluride remember that Todd's a very proficient mandolin player, and he used to play with Billy.
Yeah.
And then I did a show in '94 with him in the park. That was a KOTO show, and anybody who was there remembers that he played it went kind of like this, da na 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 na, and the Cottonwoods came out of nowhere and sprinkled the crowd with all this white. It was really crazy and weird. It was weird, and
You're sure that happened?
yes, no, because people will say that if you were at that show, they'll talk about it.
This this town just seems like very magical in a lot of ways. Like it's like a force, you know.
Yeah, it has a strong gravity. This town is the Tory Pater of ski town. It attracts a bunch of weirdos around it, you know.
Also, the interesting weather at concerts. Ethan and I were here in '03 for the Panic show, and I remember looking overhead, and it was just like this dark swirl, and it's like, this ain't gonna be good.
No.
And we were at the Hotel Telluride, so we sprinted all the way across town and just totally drenched by the time we got there.
If you ask Jumpin' Jan, who put that show on, who was running back, and I believe that it rained 4 inches in 15 minutes
And then it stopped.
at that show.
And then everybody in town went to the Jerry Joseph show at the Sheridan.
Right, with 220 people, 280. Yeah, it was that was a crazy. I was here for that too. So yeah, that was. And again, if you bring up that show, it's the same thing. People will go, "Oh, it's rained 4 inches in 20 minutes."
Yeah.
All right, well we're just about out of time, guys. What a treat.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having us, Jeff.
No, thank you guys.
We're all
It's,
big Scrapple fans, so that was a big deal, right?
Yeah.
well, Brock said to me when he got, he said Scrapple's my favorite movie. I was like, I love you, dude. I freaking love you, man.
Thank you, KOTO. Everybody go give them a like on all their social media.
And,
Light them up.
And go watch Scrapple
For the 28th time for some people.
Sunshine Raven's like, ride that way. Those one of my
And
favorites.
go watch The Earth Will Swallow You if you want to. It would be inspired.
I think that was my. I don't know if people know. I did a widespread panic movie called The Earth Will Swallow You. That we went on tour with them in 2000, and it was an amazing experience. And we were fortunate that somebody got to document it. I feel fortunate it was us, but it's cool that somebody did it.
You definitely did it at the
While
right
they were
time,
while
too.
it was there to be done, and the reason we were able to do it is they had just left Capricorn, and they had not signed with Sanctuary, so they were kind of in between labels, and you can't do the kind of thing we did with a label around because they're always want to release, and who's going to own this and who's that. So there was this little opening, and anyway, we were stoked to do it, and I know thank you guys for digging it because
Very cool. Yeah, it's I'll watch that probably at least once a month just to get back, get my head right.
We've studied it. We've studied it over and over.
right. There's kind of a master's in panic. All right, well, we're going to go out with another turn around the bottle. I think that's going to be the final song from the first record, Tearing the Skies Apart. Great name, by the way, for a record.
Yeah.
Great name. So come see these guys tonight. They're great dudes, great band, and you got to support live music coming through Telluride. Or you're going to be singing the song, that Joni Mitchell song about not appreciating what you have until it's gone, kind of thing. All right, this is another turn around the bottle. Ignatius Reilly tonight at the Moon, and stay tuned for the Axeman here on KOTO. All right, guys, well done.
Man, thank you.
That was rad, dude. That
I was nervous, but you definitely calmed me.
man, try to give it that living room feel. So I'm gonna Cool, man. We got it.
Right on.
It's
Congrats
done.
on the new baby.
Does anybody have a